as far as written exam is concerned, I started preparing in the month of December, and
Mm-hmm.
for me, written exam was not a hurdle.
Mm-hmm.
After CAT, I started for it, and like basic concepts were in place. Just I practiced a few things, and it went well. Not a problem. And like on the exam day itself, I was very sure that I will be clearing the cutoff for written exam at least. But yes, there's a lot of uncertainty about interview because I heard from last day experiences that interview is pretty random. They can ask anything from under the sun, so I was afraid of it. And then yes, after that, in the towards the end of the merge, I enrolled for Tuted interview program, and like I had three mock interviews back to back within a month. I requested for like extending at least the last interview so that I can get some time to prepare for it, at least to work on the feedbacks. But fine, because at that point of time I was busy with some other IIM interviews also. But
Right.
it went well. Finally, like got really good feedback from my last interviews, and that gave me some confidence also.
What's the mentor, by the
But
way?
mentor was Mukul.
Mukul was mentoring you. Very good.
Yes, yes. And yes, then I was like for interview I was really well prepared around the mid of May, and
Mm-hmm.
after that it got postponed, and by that time I got into some other college, and it was like that. After that I stopped completely. I stopped preparing for it, and then again when the new notification has came in the mid of August, then I again like I took a break for 1 week from my schedule in my college, and again started brushing up my concepts, and finally it went well in the
What was your
final
life
day.
between जो drop हुआ and then till September?
Yeah,
Life
at
between
that
that.
point of time
Did you
actually
worry कि ये drop होगा?
PG about PGDB, yes, there is uncertainties, but I thought that they will scrap the interview probably. But yes, at that point of time, I was busy with getting some other admission calls, and I was just busy with choosing what option I should take now based on whatever options I have at that point of
How
time.
many of you thought that they are going to scrap interviews?
Me as
People
well.
were asking questions everywhere. Guys, if you can switch on your webcam, I mean, it would be good. कम से कम शक्ल तो दिखेगा तुम लोगों का अभी तक तो देखा ही नहीं है ऑनलाइन का देयर इज अ ड्रॉबैक एज वेल राइट बैंडविड्थ बचाओ एंड लाइक इंटरनेट बचाओ अभियान सो या सो हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू थॉट कि सारा कुछ स्क्रैप होने वाला है इवन पीजीडीबी मतलब अगले साल होगा
No, I never thought that the PGDB program will be scrapped. I know that definitely they will go with the admission process, but I thought his interview might be scrapped.
राइट
Same thing, same thing.
in our group as well people were posting like interviews nahi hone wale and someone confirmed कि interview hoga hi nahi and then people were like shouting all over the place Tuted has announced that nahi hoga अंदर से पता चला है nahi hoga and then we were worried like what happened who announced that
Yeah, actually, there are a lot of other avenues like Pagalga is a place where such kind of rumors are brewed for many
these
colleges.
forums are particularly for rumors I don't think they
Yeah, yeah.
provide you
Actually,
more
there you
information
have
than
that.
rumors
Actually, there you have that provision of getting anonymous and spreading any kind of rumor that you want for any college.
anonymity
Yes.
how was your experience Yamini
Mine
preparation
preparation part, I was with Tuted from the day one actually.
right
So writing part, I have prepared well, but I thought I could have done better in the written exam. I was like cut off to I through. Then after results, I was happy, but by that time I was preparing for CAT also.
You were very
So
worried, I remember. Like you were asking a lot of questions, like what would be the cutoff, what will happen.
yeah,
I'm expecting this. I cracked
yeah.
the exam or not.
Yeah. Actually, in my paper there were errors in the second section.
Mm-hmm.
So because of that, I don't know. I was little bit tense, but I was not confident about my CAT also. CAT interviews didn't go well for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I was worried about that, and that this last year was my second attempt for the CAT. So I was sure कि I have to get into the student life. Anyways, this year, but everything was going out of my hands. So I was a bit worried during my written exam, and anyways, I have crossed the cutoff, and I was shortlisted for this. But unfortunately, this court case and everything, I was waiting for the interview. During that time, I have applied for Kashipur MBA Analytics. This was the first year. Uh, this was getting postponed. I lost hopes कि this year it won't happen anyways. So it's better I get into some other college. So I got selections from new IIMs, CAP IIMs, but I was not sure about whether I have to do core MBA PGP program. I don't want to do that for sure, but I didn't have any other option. And after that, I got MBA Analytics Kashipur. I was like, okay, fine. If not Pgdba, I'll go for this. But after going there, I liked in the start, but again, it was a mixture with, they combined us with the normal PGP students. But as time passed, I was not able to adjust in the culture. This is really not what I want to do. So I was not satisfied. And all of a sudden, there was this call ki PGDBA ka interviews and everything. So in 10 days, I prepared for this. And काशीपुर में तो पूरा रायता फैला दिया मैंने. It's like the curriculum was so rigorous. One day also if we miss, it's like you can't cope up with the flow again. So, and after my interviews, there were midterms for me. And my interview, I was like after the interview, I was like, it's like it was again 50-50 chances. It didn't go well. I was so tensed. In the basic maths, I have screwed up. Actually, even the panel was like, okay, calm down, calm down. Even they told me this. At the end, I gave my second midterm exam during the results day. That midterm exam also I didn't do well. I was like, if I get into PGDBA, I'll be saved, or else my midterm is also screwed anyways. Term 1 will be gone in Kashipur also. But fortunately, I cleared it. It was like in every stage, some or the other problem I have faced actually.
Everyone actually, सबके साथ यही हुआ होगा. Everyone in this group must have faced because of all the hiccups, right? Who was your mentor, by the way?
Sakshi.
Sakshi mentored you. Very good. Nice. Where Aditya, what about your experience and preparation?
Yeah. So good evening, everyone. So I actually do not know a lot of people here, so it's nice to see new faces. And first time I've seen Ethan sir's face today. Speaking about my experience, I started preparing for the exam back in approximately mid of January. So I was I either wanted to do an MBA or a PGPBA, that is business analytics. So I didn't appear for my XAT exam and started preparing for PGDBA, and I did it well. I was sure. So the exam center was at Hyderabad for me, so I had to travel. So by the time I got home on a bus, so it's a 6-hour journey from Hyderabad to my city back at home. So by the time I traveled back to my home, I was sure that I'll get a shortlist, I'll get an interview call. But because of the discussions of all the questions, that is, so after which I was like, okay, interview ka kuch dekhte hain and all. So that is when I started researching about different coaching institutes, and I luckily found Tuted, and I enrolled for them. The first 2 interviews were really good. They gave very personalized and constructive feedback, and really good points for me to work on. So I'm thankful for Tuted for it. Then there's a sudden gap after I had 3 interviews, and there was a gap between the second and third. Then there was no progress regarding court case. Nothing was happening. I didn't know what to do, so I joined up SIBM Pune. So after SIBM Pune, I got admission to IIM Trichy. I joined IIM Trichy. After IIM Trichy, I got admission to IIF Delhi. So I joined there. So I was just jumping schools for the past 5 months. So finally ended up at Pgdba.
You're like
So
that kind of an employee जो 5 महीने में 4 जॉब चेंज करता है.
yeah, so my experience regarding interview was, I lost my shit when the exam. Then I got the email that the interviews are going to be conducted, because IFT, it's it is actually one of the most hectic B schools after IIM Ahmedabad. So लोग मैंने बोल दिया था कि I told my friends in my class कि देखो यार मेरा इंटरव्यू है, I cannot tell you क्या है, but I might leave IFT soon, तो प्लीज मेरे को हेल्प कर दो. अगर क्लास में कोल्ड कॉलिंग हुआ तो बोल देना नेटवर्क इशू है, कुछ भी बोल देना. So my friends were really cooperative at IFT and they helped me a lot. So I free rided them for 2 weeks.
You know this is going to be there on YouTube, right?
Sure.
And
not
people
a big deal.
cops
So
will be
after,
seeing it.
yeah, I just shared them the video as well. So the last interview that I had was really great. It was like almost perfect. Like after that, the third interview, I was pretty sure that I'll do really, really well in the interview. It's just luck. So the last 2 days before the interview date, I was preparing all the questions that you need to solve, like vector calculus, finding out area under a curve, etc. So I was reviewing these questions while attending my financial accounting classes. So it was a mix of both, and it was a really good experience. The results came out like out of the blue. I was actually attending my statistics class. फिर एकदम से WhatsApp मैसेज आया कि यार रिजल्ट आ गया. फिर तो मतलब क्लास छोड़ के मैं बाहर भाग गया. फिर भाड़
Statistics
में
नहीं
जाए
छोड़ना
क्लास.
चाहिए था. Statistics should have joined or attended the class. And what a coincidence! Statistics के class में you got the email. I mean,
Yeah,
correlation भी है देखो.
काफी अच्छा है. Pearson score 0.95 है.
You will get to see that. So, who was your mentor, by the way?
I actually I don't know who my mentor is, to be honest.
Acha, you joined at the end
I
actually.
joined at the
right?
end.
तो assignment में इसीलिए नहीं हुआ होगा pre. Satyam.
Hi, hello.
Um,
I'm audible.
You are audible. Webcam on होगा क्या?
हाँ,
बिल्कुल सही है. एकदम फिट दिख रहे हो. बताओ भाई कैसा रहा?
So, good evening to all. I started my preparations of Pgdba written exam in mid-December, around mid-December, and then after I gave my written exam, and then after that like I was sure कि हाँ ठीक है मतलब interview calls तो मतलब आ जाएंगे. And then after that, actually I was in Tata Steel, so I was working there here also. So and at the time interview now, like just that weekend only, I had to go for the adventure trip, because like it's a compulsory trip. You have to go. You can't skip that part. So that's why the very bit type of tense type of mood was there. Then because of COVID, I was too much happy, because everything, all the trip got cancelled, and then I was like कि ठीक है, अच्छा ही हुआ, कम से कम
Okay,
कुछ.
you are outlier then.
So because of the COVID, like the whole trip was cancelled, and then I had to stay in the Jamshedpur only. And then after that, like the interview got postponed, but I was in Tata Steel, so I was like कि ठीक है, अगर ये होता interview नहीं होता, like people were, as you told ना, people were talking about कि interview may be scrapped or may not be. So I was like कि ठीक है यार, कहीं जा थोड़ा ही नहीं रहा हूँ मैं, मतलब like it's okay, करते हैं जो भी है चल रहा, होगा तो दे लेंगे, नहीं होगा तो कर लेंगे, मतलब जो होगा देखेंगे. But preparations of the interview, I had started around March start only. March start, I had started my preparations for interview, because I didn't knew that this interview date will be shifted. So that's why I started doing my preparation, and it took me around like 2.5 weeks to prepare, to revise my whole concept that I had learned in my college. and then to know more stuffs about that. And then because of the tutored also, like I was intimidated about the more other stuffs. Like I was bad at introducing myself. In that part, I was mostly like I was being corrected in that part only, and like this interview whole the interview got postponed, and then finally the thing got messed up because on 3rd September my interview was scheduled, and on 5th September I was being posted to Tarapur in Maharashtra in Global Wire. So and I was not very sure about my result. So I could not disobey them. Also, I could not just negate them that I will not go. So I had to come here to Maharashtra, and currently I'm in isolation. And then in isolation period also, I only like I got this key. Okay, I will go. I will join this course, and then I gave them my designation letter too, and I was given the notice period of the 30 weeks, uh, 30 days, and currently they are like कि तू आया क्यों फिर I also had no idea कि मुझे क्यों but that's all from my side.
Resignation letter देके खुशी पहली बार देख रहा हूँ मैं किसी के मुंह पे. It's good to hear that. Vijay, who was your mentor, by the way? Who was with you?
My mentor was Lakshmi sir, but I used to chat a lot with Mukul sir too. So like
Okay.
Mukul sir also helped me a lot.
Right. Well, Laha is here as well. Hi, Laha.
Hey, hi Nitin. Hi Sattam.
Hi.
Yeah, first of all, congratulations for getting
Thank you.
selected into
Thanks a
Pgdba
lot.
program. And this time there are a lot of hurdles. I mean, additional hurdles. So yeah, it needs some more congratulations for this time. Yeah, good.
Thank you.
We have Vikas as well. Vikas.
Hi, congratulations to all of you. I might have taken some of your interview because I do remember but yeah, I'm working on the introduce. I don't know what's in my interviews that I was more focused on the introduce yourself because that's drive your interview. So congratulations to all of you. And as Lakshmi said, you are joining in October 15th, less time, but online studies only. So do well. And after the introduction, let me share my thoughts. What you can do in the coming PG debate. Just what a heads up.
And for your information, we as a mentor, as a group of mentor, also betted like who will crack the interview. So you will get to know that. Like what was the hit rate of our analysis. Vijay,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Vijay.
Yeah, I actually started my preparation.
Could you please switch on your webcam as well, if it is possible?
Yeah, when I switch on my webcam, actually I'll face audio issues. My internet is not that good.
Okay, no issues. Take it, continue.
Yeah, I started my preparations in December, and yeah, the preparation was very good. But after I wrote the written exam, I felt that I could have done much better. I had actually made some careless mistakes, so and the exam was not that difficult as I expected, and so I felt like I was disappointed with myself that I could have done much better. But I was sure that I will be able to clear the cutoff. And then I started my interview preparations, and the mock interviews which were conducted were really helpful. I got good feedback on how to improve myself. And then this exam, this interview got postponed and postponed. Yeah, between this actual interview and exam, we had like more than 6 months. But actually, I was not like others. I was not able to join any online course and prepare and all because the last 6 months were actually the work was very hectic for me. I worked like around 12 hours every day, so it was very hectic. So I was not that confident because everyone else were doing some machine learning, data science course online to improve their profile. So I was not that confident, and when the interview dates were announced, I took 3 to 4 days off before the interview, and I prepared as much as I can. I prepared particularly some 2 3 topics very well in particular, and I went into the interview very confidently. And my interview was in the first day itself, and the interview panel were very cool actually. I was able to answer most of the questions except one question, and so I thought like. So even though I had not done a written exam that well, I have a good chance since I had done well in the interview. And but still, I was very nervous before the results, and somehow I have got through it.
Congratulations. So, who was your mentor, Vijay?
Adi Narayan.
Adi. Good. Venkat. Venki?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you switch on your webcam? Yeah,
Yeah.
now it's better. Internet बचा रहे थे क्या?
ना भाई. Actually है ना मैंने थोड़ा late join हुए थे, so I don't know the question कि like should I give a walkthrough of my journey to this Pgdba course or?
It's fine. I mean, you can talk about like how you started preparing for Pgdba, like and like how Tuted helped you, and like how was your experience throughout the process.
Okay. Hello. Stuck हो गए भाई. Hello.
I can hear you. I can hear you. Okay.
First, I'm very much excited to know that Satyam Anand, right? Satyam Anand, he's my junior. I don't know that until today. So
Oh,
I think
nice.
yeah, man. I'm MTD 2018, man.
Oh, nice. I am MPD 2019.
I know. Okay. Nice to meet you, man.
Nice. Okay. Where are you placed right now?
I placed in Jamshedpur only, and mechanical maintenance.
Okay, so which plant?
Maintenance expert group.
You guys can.
Okay, sorry, man. We are.
Okay, sorry. I saw.
Just ping me, okay. So,
you all will be meeting in the campus, I assume.
I hope so, actually. My journey started from December, mid-December. I got to know about this program from one of my...
mid-December?
Yeah, mid-December.
2019, you got to know that Pgdba exists.
Yes.
Okay,
actually,
strange.
It's a very hidden course, like outside people can't see it. I don't know.
Okay.
Why PR is not going on behind this course. So one of my mentors, like from my intermediate, he's a well-wisher for me. So he told that there is a very good course being offered by IIM Calcutta. So I prepared JEE mathematics. I used to do mathematics very well during my JEE days. So I prepared JEE mathematics, and RCs and DLR is like, okay, I can do better in it. So I did my exam. It went well. And after that, lockdown came, and I don't know. I started my preparation with full throttle, but I again grounded the plane because we don't know in which direction we have to go. So been like that for 3 months, 4 months. When I during that process only, I have to say, I had 3 mock interviews with Tuted. So first 2 are good, like where I'm very comfortable with, where questions were not targeted on my spot, on the spots where I'm not comfortable with. So basically it went well for the first 2 interviews. I properly remember the 3rd interview where Sambit took. Literally, I got grilled in that interview. So actually that helped me a lot. And
I think I remember Sambit was with me in that interview because
Vikas sir is
My partner Arna was not there, so Sambit joined me. And Sambit is good in math since he was faculty, and I was kind of management side of thing. So that's the case.
I still remember it's a memorable experience actually. So Vikas sir is also there. He tested me on civil engineering basics and all. So coming to the first interview, right? Like from the first onwards, like they have assured me that you had good success rate depending on your profile and all. Actually boosted up my confidence, like positive feedback, right? So afterwards, like it's everything stopped, came to a halt during the lockdown and all. So suddenly, out of nowhere, like a mail appeared that key 3 to 6 you'll be having interviews again. So I kept sick leaves in my company. A few sick leaves I kept. So I prepared.
Another learning.
Prepared
Another learning for all. Keep your sick leaves aside for these kind of days.
I hope my manager doesn't see this.
Let me know his Gmail address. I'll forward it to him directly.
नहीं भाई नहीं अभी मेरे से उतना अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस नहीं हो रहा है आजकल. So I just want to give credit to the God and my mentors actually.
Who prepared you?
Yeah.
Who prepared you? Who mentored you from Tuted side?
Yeah, Sambit is my mentor.
Oh, he was your mentor, and like, okay, he knew all the loopholes and all the gaps you had.
Me a lot.
We need to do that from next time. Like, we have to put the mentor in place for first round then.
He started attacking me on my soft spots on that third interview. So I started realizing that okay, like the direction in which I'm going and the direction in which I'm preparing may not land me in that course. So I changed my strategy, and in that way, that feedback helped me a lot.
Interview experience कैसा रहा PGDBA का? How was it?
Coming to the interview experience, my panelist, actually, to say this is my first interview in my life. To say,
how did you get your job?
Yeah, I got through a national competition. So I was the first runner-up in that Mind Over Matter Innovation Challenge. So I got a pre-placement offer directly. So this is my first interview. So I was very nervous at that time. So when I opened my laptop and so actually that's September 5th. So I started with Happy Teachers Day. They were like happy, like okay, thank you,
ground is like, okay.
thank you, Borra. And afterwards, like they're very happy, they're very friendly. They started smiling at me, and I also started smiling at them. So I guess it's IIT Kharagpur professor. He have started with a algorithm, question on algorithm, including probability. The way their start of the interview, right? I was a bit struck, like what to do and all. But he helped me. Like he didn't seem like he is there for grilling me, but he helped me through the answer and all. At last, I got to the answer and he said, yeah, like, you're on the correct track and all. And coming to the ISI professor, he have given a question like comparing that binomial distribution and Poisson's distribution. So I may not be knowing this, but I've been following this YouTube series called JB Statistics. I actually suggested to everyone, like if my juniors ever come to me and ask about that. So JB Statistics, they have given it. They have clearly explained it. So whatever I heard it, then I properly explained to them, and they seems very much satisfied with that. And it went like that. Like I got few questions regarding Tata Steel placement in a new place. Like what are things that we have to consider and all, and some math questions along with it. And overall, they seem that they were satisfied with my answers. Like I answered almost all questions. Didn't skip any question. So I was a bit confident, but the problem right now we are facing is like September 15th we got the result, right? And IIM Calcutta have laid a rule that 7th should be our release date. So we couldn't serve our. I don't know how my junior is managing with it, Satyamanand. I couldn't serve my notice period, and I have to pay some fine for them.
So, I mean, it happened to all, I guess, in the first
Yeah.
batch as well. I mean, Vikas would be confirming on his batch, but सबके साथ
For
होता है, so
my
don't
batch
worry
also,
about
for Tata it is easy actually. They let you 1 month earlier by paying. For some organization, it becomes very tough that they will not let you only. So for me also, I had 2 months of notice. I paid 1 month that fee, 1 month salary around 40,000 and all. 40,000 or more than that, I guess. So it was not very difficult. Just you mention the registration date on your letter. It will you will get a yeah.
academics के लिए, I don't think like people trouble you very much in any of the company. And in fact, if you straight like IIM Calcutta name, I mean, they will not budge you on any of the points.
They do actually. They- so actually, I'm negotiating with them. I can't say like what's going to happen at last. It's just, it's like a spoil sport. Like I'm very much happy, but all of a sudden these things happens. But still, it's part of life. Okay with that.
Don't worry about it. It will get resolved.
Not that much, but I would like to thank you on this open forum to Tuted. Like, really helped me a lot. It made me realize my weak spots, and it made me improve those things before going to the interview.
I'm glad that we could help. Who was your mentor?
Again, Sambit. Sambit is my mentor.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I have to give credit to Puneet also. Puneet, I used to text him like whatever statistics question I used to have, I used to text him. He used to explain everything without getting frustrated. So I have to give
Right.
credit to Puneet.
He was
And
here. He just dropped off, I guess. He's like driving right now.
okay. So Puneet and Subramanyam and Anirudh and Shubham Shureka and Lakshmi,
Right.
people they helped me a lot.
Right. So that was the agenda, right? So you could have like reached anyone, and everyone were available, and they could help. They
Yeah,
were actually helping all of you in parallel.
yeah,
There
yeah,
was
yeah.
no one mentor who was helping one student at that point of time.
Mm-hmm.
तो विकास, अ, थोड़ा सा बताओ भाई, इनको आगे क्या होने वाला है इनके साथ? बहुत खुश लग रही है.
Basically, I'm seeing a lot of you, like most of you were preparing MBA, and in midst of there you heard of the Pgdba and you started preparing for that. Okay, so but in our batch there were people who were solely aiming for the Pgdba. They were the people who have the background of analytics. So I'll not lie, but it does matter to have to have some background of analytics. But I'll also say that I didn't have any background in analytics. I started my journey at a like ISI semester was very good, but ISI semester were very difficult also in the sense that we are going beyond probability of the NCRT 9th 10th, like it's uh, like kind of core in the statistics, but in that semester also we whatever you're thinking that this is the core of the statistics, it's all just the tip of the iceberg actually in the statistics domain. So I'll suggest uh, pick follow the course, follow the ISI course to the detail. Like it's very important to have that semester like mugged up or retain it always, because that's going to be a very best semester of you, and this will open the doors of the analytics for you. And have some decent grip on the Python or R. I suggest Python, but yeah, I'll like if you can start after ISI also. I started after ISI. It is not having problem. I can vouch for the Lakshmi also. He's not also facing any problem. So that's the case. And after that in IIT Kharagpur, you'll get introduced to some very good areas of NLP and the network theories and all. So but that's the case. It's not going to be like PGP. Let me assure you, PGP has a very different kind of studying structure. You'll have a semester system like IITs in ISI also, midterm and term, and you will have the paper pen and nothing like you are giving any presentation and all. You'll do have the projects, but it's going to be a very technical projects. So I'm saying be ready for the technicality, be ready with the all the maths you can grilled, and it's I'm not saying that it will be very easy cakewalk, but it will be very thrilling. Like I cannot imagine learning each day something on another. So all the best. But that's it from. If you have any questions in on it, I'm happy to answer. Let me, Lakshmi, you can add anything.
I'll add something over here. So I'll give you a fact. Every student from the first batch failed in corporate finance in semester zero. So what we had to do, we had to come back from ISI semester and had to give the exam once again. There was a bus full of students who took us from ISI to IIM Calcutta. We sat there, we gave the exam, and then we all passed with 40%, 50% marks. So that kind of an experience you will have. You have to struggle a lot, and I tell you, like all the people prepared for corporate finance, like they spend like 16, 18 hours per day to like go through it, but still the level of difficulty is so much that you have to put your 150%. If that is not enough, right? 100% is not enough. So you have to struggle and you have to find the best of you in all the campuses to get through it. So be ready to work on those things, but it will be a like roller coaster ride for you. I mean, there will be a lot of emotions, and you will feel that okay, this is not for me, and then the situation will come that you are going to give up on that subject. But then again, you will see like okay, you don't have any choice, and you have to do it to pass the semester. So everyone had that. So just a heads up on ISI first of all to begin with.
So I'll say that in our case, probability and the art time series and Markov chain wala subject was the toughest for all. Few people failed in that. But one thing I realized here in the ISI and the IMC, that group effort is way past than the individual effort. Reason being, I was never embarrassed or ashamed to ask any question to any person of my batch. However lame is that, you'll not believe, at the mid semester I was asking sampling to one of my friend, and sampling was the first class in the inference. So never be ashamed of asking the questions. Make a healthy group, prepare together, because syllabus is huge, you can't prepare individually. So but you have to try. Over to Lakshmi. He'll sell more.
Yeah, Laha,
Because
any suggestion?
absolutely, yeah, absolutely right. Because so first of all, ISI will be, I mean, not difficult, but when you
You
come
can say
after,
that you have a very
after
strong
some,
background of math, Laha.
no, not strong one. I mean, for example, I have 4 years of experience in manufacturing industry. Same is true for Vikas, and that's why we generally, forget the probabilities and nitty-gritties of probability and other complex stuff. So that strike you when you basically prepare in ISI semester. That is one thing. So you need to brush off the old things like old probability and basic. Because I remember there was a teacher called Devashish Sengupta. You can search him in Google. So this teacher is, so in the first day he started like what is probability? He said like probability is the probability of A plus probability of something is greater than 0 less than 1. He started from there. This is the first class. In the second class he is like going, I mean, out of our imagination. So that kind of teacher you will get, like you will first think okay it is very easy, then suddenly the ball will, from slow like into you are getting a very pace bowler. So some kind of change will happen, and you have cope up with different kind of situation, not only in ISI, but that is true for IIT Kharagpur and IMC. So the difficulty in this program is I would that you start preparing in ISI, you will get to know the teachers, and you will be attracted to some kind of setup. ISI is very cool. I mean, cool in the sense you will get a lot of time preparing things. Hostel and the classroom is very nearby. And when you go to IIT Kharagpur, the total setup is totally different. I mean, you are basically accustomed with some kind of setup, and after some 10 days, you are basically your everything has got changed. And after from IIT Kharagpur to when you come to IMC, then the total setup will again change. So there is a lot of dynamism in the course that I would say. For example, if you just enroll for a different course, say PGP, you know that you will be there for 2 years. Okay, so 2 years you are going to face this kind of teacher. You know the behavior of the teacher and what kind of subject he teach, how much um, disciplined or basically student friendly the teacher is. Okay, you know all kind of attributes of it. But given the situation is so much dynamic, you would get that kind of information so quick. So that's something you just have to put effort and you have to just prepare it up and you just move on to one campus to another campus. But I would say the feel of moving to one campus to another, knowing stuff like in Calcutta in ISI, then go IT cycling and all stuff, and from I am totally different. So that kind of total journey is very fulfilling, and I would say you will enjoy it definitely. That I would definitely say. I think because we also agree with the experience of the course.
Yes, I completely agree with you. But one thing we have to understand, the students which are going to intern in 2020, that your classes will be online.
That is
And
something
I generally
will
hate
be
online
learning.
classes. I
That will miss.
I hate online classes in the sense because the collaborative team effort which you see on the campus is not there. But I'll request you all be very connected with all the 60 students, 63 students. It's a short batch. We were knowing in and out of all the batchmates. We did having all the nicknames and all everything in and out for all the batchmates. You have to achieve this with the online teaching in the process because you call it at the end of the first year, you call it CV preparation, you call it syllabus preparation, you call it internship preparation, placement preparation. These are the guys who are going to help you, because let's admit that we are not of the CS background or the electronics background. Maybe some of you must have like you are, but for our case we were not of that background and it was difficult for us. But we had our team, we had our friends, and they were ready to teach us whatever we wanted to learn. So in the online atmosphere, be connected with everyone, attend every classes in ISI, and for ISI I will say attend every classes, make notes because notes are very important. You will not, whatever the books they are referring, books will be very high, very large in volume. You can't read every subject. Notes will be very important. That's it. Open to you all. What do you
Because how the classes are
ask?
happening for like how the classes are taking place right now? Do you have any idea, Shubham and other guys? How are they taking it? Online or offline?
Um, it's a online.
सब
It's
online
online.
होगा, right?
No one in the on IMC campus. Yeah, IIT Kharagpur में start हो गया था online from April. सब लोग घर चले गए थे. फिर IMC में तो पूरा ऑनलाइन कर दिया है, PGP का भी. So पता नहीं मुझे. Actually we have lost around 2 months also. August, September. So how they are doing, if they are going to run over the syllabus, that's very problematic for us. But they will not. I say people don't do it. Actually, that I'm sure. They take your time. They take your extra classes. They will complete it. So
Right.
that's it.
So in fact, Devashish sir is a gem of a person. I mean, if you can ask like hundreds of questions from him, but he will not give you +1 marks in exams. So there are high chances that you will flunk that class if you don't attend it.
That's his
So
sophistication actually. You can ask any silly damn question from him. But if you go with
right,
to him with something in your paper, sir, यहाँ पे क्यों नहीं दिया? He will give you the reason. You will agree with the reason, and he will return back as it is.
we'll take your class as well at that point of time. So don't worry about it. And he's the only
He,
person who runs Windows on MacBook. You will get to see that.
yeah. So,
Anyways, guys,
and
हाँ कोई question, कोई queries है? You guys can ask us about anything. We can wrap it up.
Uh, Hello.
Yes.
फरज नो,
yeah,
इज देयर एनी आई मीन इंटर्नशिप का टाइम कम हो जाएगा क्या हमको हमारा बैच को?
I don't think so.
look,
Vikas, you're sleepy?
no, I'm saying that there was something going on in our junior batch, but it is not official yet. I'll not give you the very personal integrities or nitty-gritties of that decision. The reason was that you obviously know the PGP is converted to MBA. There was something going on in our batch also, Pgdba to something master's degree. So for that case, there is something scheduled, planned in the chairman person's mind, but it is planned from last 2 years, I guess. So you don't know actually when it is going to be implemented.
Okay.
So it's an speculation. So we actually don't know about that. So let's see like how it goes. You will get to know. The main thing is that you will not be losing anything in the in the course itself. You will get the job that is supposed to be done from the that you will actually get from the course. Any other queries?
Yeah, Aditya. So I had a question. So, as long as I was a part of IFT, right, the main focus was on getting through summer internship right now. So my friends are actually still now, working hard to get a good summer intern. So, like, what is the primary focus that a the student should have for PGDBA? Should it be learning or should it be like getting job ready?
Um, I'll structure is totally different. We don't have the summer internship. We usually have the fourth semester as a full-time internship. So you don't have to prepare right away in preparing the CVs, getting them verified and all. So obviously it's a totally different way of learning. So for you, I'll suggest learn ISI, learn the concepts of these things, because sampling, how to do inference, like why this algorithm is valid here, not here. These are the core concepts which are going to be which are going to help in the market or in the corporate industry, because in the corporate industry many people are filled with the title data analyst, business analyst, but they don't know the foundation of the statistics or the ML. So this ISI will make you the foundation for you. So don't worry about the
Yeah,
internship.
yeah.
You
Thank you,
just
Vikas.
have to
As
start your worrying about your internship in IIT Kharagpur semester, not in ISI semester.
so that is the last semester, right?
This is second semester.
First year ka
First,
ending.
first there was a pre-semester for us. So for us, 1 month. Then we had a ISI semester till December. Then we had January to April IIT Kharagpur semester. And from May, June, July, we started preparing our CVs and for internship. And in October, we start our internship starts.
All right. So the placement happens at IMC, right? Some interview procedure and all.
No, it is like this for you guys. ISI has the placements, has done the interviews, admission. So placements might happen at ISI also, but there are some changes also, but I don't know the exact detail of that. But for if has placements happen at ISI, it's good for you because ISI is very closer to airport. More companies are more prone to for the airport. For IIT Kharagpur, there's a lot of problem. Companies don't want to go there, so we try to adjust that our placements remain at Kolkata anyhow.
All right, makes sense. Thank you, Vikas.
No problem.
Any other queries, guys? So focus on learning, basically. I mean, placements वगैरह हो जाएगा, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, internship placements. Thank God, we for the 4-5 batch कभी problem हुई नहीं. Companies वापस ही जा रही है without any students. So thank God and touch wood, it remains same. तो कोई problem होगी नहीं internship placements में. But focus on learning because 1.5 course for a non-analytics background person to learn everything is tough. It's not very easy.
Chalo guys, thanks a lot for joining in. Thanks to all the mentors. Vikas, thank you. Laha, he just left, right? Okay. So thanks to all the mentors and like all the students. You have been fantastic throughout the tenure at Tuted, and congratulations to all of you. You can like connect with your mentors, like thank them as well at your individual time. I mean, it would be great for them to hear your success story from your side. And all the best for your future. Do stay active and reach us out for any help that is required from our side. ठीक है? चलो.
Yeah, all the best to all of you. Keep learning. That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.